Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's start, with reading 2 today, Unit 3, Making Medical Decisions. You should have watched the video already and done the activities. That brings us also to, wait, whoops, wrong one. Yeah, that brings us to the schedule. I would like to take a quick look at our schedule just to make sure that we get it all right. Today we'll be reading 2 and post-test 1, meaning that after this lesson, you will have to do post-test 1 for reading, Just go to the ebook for reading and writing, go to the contents, go to Unit 3, and you'll find it there. Meaning that up till today, you should have already finished the activities of the video comprehension, listening 1, reading 1, listening 2, and this week reading 2. Please, if you haven't done that, do it fast, because next week you'll have to do focus on speaking, the week after focus on writing. And then it's already the end of the unit, because 3 weeks from now, you will have to have finished everything. It is very easy to get KKM in my lesson. As long as you do your work, do it on time, you're cool. Once you're late, that's where it's not cool, okay? And it's disrespectful. So I'm on time, you're on time. Now, if this week we're focusing on reading and writing, means you have to prep your writing project. Next week, we will be busy with listening and speaking, so you will prep your speaking project. I have already arranged that in the schedule. It goes every other week, so it's not all together at once. So this is a very good schedule to follow. Just look at it. You will know by looking at the schedule what you already have to have finished by now. I actually don't need to remind you to that. Yeah. If it comes to the grading form, I can't always edit that. I will do that after maybe in a week or so or two. Once you guys give all your work, then I will edit the grading form. Otherwise, I keep editing because many of you haven't done their homework yet. Remember that the post-study and pre-study is not homework. It's a part of class time learning. Yeah, your homework is only your literary essay, which will be at the end. That will be in May, and your writing and speaking project. Okay, so we're going to go straight to the book right now. And I would like you to share with me by going first to page 73, where we're gonna go over the vocabulary. Norman Cousins laughter therapy, that's basically what it is about. Norman Cousins was a well-known American writer and editor, and when he was diagnosed with a serious illness, arthritis, he was not content to let the doctor make all of his medical decisions. He decided to use his own type of alternative therapy. He focused on the importance of a positive attitude in healing. After writing about his successful recovery, he received mail from all over the world. Many letters came from doctors who supported his idea. So that is what this part is about. Now, I'm going to assign several people of you to make a sentence from the words. You should have done that in number 2 here. Can you use any of the words in a sentence? So we've got consulted. I'm going to ask Seraphim. Seraphim, you're going to make a sentence with the word consultant. I'm going to mention this first. I give you time. I want to assign the rest first. Wait a sec. What? Wait a sec. So I'm going to assign everybody first, and then you're going to go one by one, so you have time to think about it. Remember never to say to me, you don't know. Saya tidak tahu, tidak ada. Yeah? For as long as you live, you bisa cari tahu. You're all smart, beautiful students, created into God's likeness and image. I appreciate you. I respect you. I really do. So I believe in you, meaning that I don't expect you to memorize everything. I only expect you to look for things. Okay? So if you're not ready to answer, just say, Miss, give me a sec. I need to look it up. No problem. I respect that. But please do not answer, gak tahu. Okay? Itu tidak bagus. Yeah? Cool beans. So after Seraphim comes Kevin. Kevin, you will do conventional. And then Evelyn, Christy, illicit. And then after Evelyn, for skeptical, we will get Abdi. Abdi will do skeptical, and then Alvin will do all Alternative. Okay, Serafin, we're gonna start with you. Now's your chance.
What? Oh, okay. Wait, Miss. Can Miss give me a second?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna continue with Kevin then for conventional.
Am I supposed to make a sentence, Miss?
Yes.
I haven't think of it. Can you skip mine?
Yeah, but I will come back to you. You can Google it. It's very easy to Google. You'll straight away find it. Okay. Yeah. Evelyn, can you do elicit?
Can I answer from the Google?
Yes, you can.
From the Google, the sentence is, it is important to elicit a suitable response from the children for each assembly.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Okay, go back to Serafim.
Okay, Miss. This patient consulted a doctor?
Yeah, good.
Thank
well
you.
done. It's that simple, but it's just the fact that you are able to use it in a sentence. I continue with Kevin. Conventional.
The sentence is, the use of pesticides are conventional for growing fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, it's conventional. Very good. Or conventional methods. Very good. Now we go to Abdi. Abdi, skeptical.
Suffering and experience make people cynical and prone to skepticism. Boleh nggak gitu, Miss?
Boleh. You can also make people cynical and skeptical. Well done. Okay, alternative. I go to Alvin. Alvin?
Wait, Miss.
Turn on your camera, please. Abdi also. Come on.
Kamera saya kan lagi rusak, Miss.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I forgot.
You have the alternative of riding or walking.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Abdi, for turning it on. Thank you, Alvin, for answering. Appreciate it. Okay, that brings us to the comprehension where you remember you have guys watch the videos that I sent you, because in the video I teach extra skills that I don't always discuss during a Zoom meeting. So you gotta watch the video. I discussed the reading skills. Yeah, previewing, predict the text type and the purpose by looking at the title, the visuals. Then skimming to get the main idea of the text by reading the introduction, every topic, sentence, and concluding paragraph. Then you do question analysis, yeah, to look for the focus for the topic and the purpose. Then you read intensely only the body paragraphs, you annotate on the main points. Then you do question analysis again, and then you scan the text to find the answer. Yeah, so that is basically what you should have done while you answered this. Okay, I'm going to ask Michelle Anastasia to answer number 1.
I think he doesn't want to, the diagnosis, like the doctor said that he will be dead soon or later. So I guess that he doesn't have the chance to survive. So how he respond is that he doesn't want to, and then he seek for alternative. Yes. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. In a shorter form to say diagnosed with a serious disease, which is arthritis, and he fights it. He wants to fight it. You know, he wants to fight it. He doesn't want to, you know, just accept it. Very good. Thank you. Number 2, Wulan.
Yes, Miss.
Number 2.
Can I have 1 second to make my word?
Okay, cool. So then I'm gonna ask Megan, yeah? Megan, can you do number 3?
Yes. what are some examples of laughter therapy? Matching comedy films and also read humorous books.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Everything that makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really works, guys. You know, when you're getting stressed, maybe, and make sure you watch something that really makes you laugh. I don't know what makes you laugh, but I go into these. I don't know if you guys ever heard of these Medea movies. Have you ever watched Medea movies? Medea. That's actually that's an African American guy who plays as a woman. But it's so funny. I love black humor. So, oh my gosh. So when I watch that and I laugh, then stress really goes away. You know, I'm more positive in a way. Of course, you pray, you walk with the Lord. But I mean, like, laughing like that is good too, yeah? Okay, Wulan, is that enough time for you? Thank you, Megan. Wulan, what about
Yes,
number
yes.
2?
I think if we have healthy mind, then our body will be healthy because everything comes from mind. If your mind is not healthy, your body is not healthy too.
Yeah, good. So negative emotions bring negative changes in the body. Positive emotions bring positive changes. Yeah, so laughing is good, right? Thank you. Number 4, how did Cousins benefit from his laughter therapy? I want to hear from Michaela.
His pain began to decrease and he was able to breathe more easily.
Very good. Yeah, awesome. He overcame his disease. How amazing is that, right? Positive mindset. The Bible talks about it though, guys. Like the Bible is clear on positive mindset, clear on having a Christ-like mind, clear on being thankful, grateful, and joyful, clear on not to worry. It's like over 365 times the Bible states, do not be afraid, you know, like teaches us to be Christ-centered and joyful and grateful, and that makes us have a more positive outlook, right? Okay, I'm not going to preach, don't worry. So, reading 2, the author describes the number of events that take place around the year 1964. So, we've got Cousins' diagnosis with arthritis, his reading books by Hans Sally. So, he read books, and basically the writings that he read by Hans Sally brought him to this laughter theory, his invention of laughter therapy, and so on. Now, what is the order in which these events happen? So basically, in this reading skill, we're using a timeline to organize the sequence of events. This calls for, this is called chronological order, when something is done in a specific time. Yeah, and to make a timeline, you always start with the furthest back in the past to either the present or sometimes only when it ends in the past still. But you need to use very clear time connectors to show the shift of time, what is happening. Yeah, and here we see sometime before summer of 1964, and then another time sequence of summer of 1964, and then we have later in the summer of 1964, and then it goes like 8 days later, a few months later, soon after that, a few years later, and 1990. And those are the clear time sequences that show what happens is in the timeline. Okay, I'm going to read this for you. Please check your answers to see if you got this correct. Is it important? Yeah, it is, because then you can check like how many mistakes did you get. Like if you had like half of it wrong, that means that you don't understand yet how to read a timeline or how to see the timeline within a story. Because basically you're making a timeline out of a story. So if you have 1 or 2 or 3 mistakes, still okay, but not 50% of it, yeah? Okay, let's check this. Sometime before the summer of 1964, Cousins read the work of organic chemist Hans Selye, The Stress of Life. So on the first one, Cousins read the work of organic chemist Hans Selye. So he read the work, which is called The Stress of Life, which kind of gave him the idea of the laughter therapy. Summer of 1964, Cousins becomes sick. Later in the summer of 1964, Cousins was diagnosed with a severe form of arthritis and started his laughter therapy program. Then 8 days later, Cousins' pain decreased, he was able to sleep better, and his body chemistry improved. A few months later, A few months later, Cousins was able to walk using a brace. Soon after that, Cousins was able to return to work. A few years later, Cousins reached full recovery. In 1990, Cousins died. And if you are able to make a timeline out of the text, it's really cool because that helps you to better understand what happened in the story. But you could only do that if it is like a biography or an autobiography, or when it is just something that is written with a clear chronology, okay? Any questions? No? Okay, then that brings us to the last part actually of today's lesson, which is connecting the readings. Is this important? Yeah, this is important. It seems like not, but it is. Basically, throughout reading 1 and reading 2, you've been analyzing key factors of the text. Yeah, you've been doing that just now with making the timeline. You're trying to understand what are the key factors in the text and what happened. And hey, it shows a chronology. So how can I put the actions into the right order? So that is analyzing key factors of the text. Now, having done that, now you organize. You kind of make a correlation between the facts. You're looking at reading 1, which was about genetic testing, and then you read reading 2, which is about laughter therapy, and then looking at the most important components of each text, combining them and seeing how they're similar and how they're different. How are they connected? And for that, we use this Venn diagram, which shows a very clear comparison and contrast, where in the middle, where the 2 circles overlap, we have the similarities of both, and then left and right, the differences. Okay, so I'm going to mention it. Please check your answers, yeah? So for genetic testing for reading 1, what we see, it's expensive, used in a response to potential or existing illness, based on a cutting-edge science, used to prevent and treat, provides information about the body, results are difficult to interpret and can be easily misinterpreted, results may involve family members. I repeat, yeah? Expensive, used in a response to potential or existing illness, based on a cutting-edge science, used to prevent and treat, provides information about the body, results are different to interpret and can be easily misinterpreted, and results may involve family members. Okay, in what way are text 1 and 2 the same? What are the similarities? Both are a new technique. Both are a medical choice. Both do not have to involve a doctor. Both are becoming part of standard medical care. Repeat, new technique, medical choice, does not have to involve a doctor, is becoming part of standard medical care. Okay, now for laughter therapy. Text 2, how is it different from text 1? Little cost, used in response to existing illness, based on Cousins' reading about mind-body interaction, used as treatment only, changes body chemistry, results are easy to interpret, and results involve the patient only. I repeat, little cost, used in response to existing illness, based on Cousins' reading about mind-body interaction, used as treatment only, changes body chemistry, and results are easy to interpret, results involve the patient only. Now, if you look at this, you see like how many points did you get? You might have written it differently, no problem, guys. The point is that you got the key factors. Is this important? Yes, it is, because this is a part of analysis and evaluation. So while you read the text and you got the key factors, you were analyzing it. Now you're combining it, correlating it, then evaluating it, coming to a justification or a conclusion, and then basically creating something with it, which you were supposed to do in step 2 for synthesizing. As you know, synthesizing is connecting components to create something new. That's what synthesizing is, yeah? So you were supposed to write a short paragraph explaining the similarities and differences between the genetic testing story and Norman Cousins' story. From here, writing a paragraph and correlating it. But you didn't have to do that. If you watched the video, you knew. Yeah? Are there any questions? No? Okay, cool. Then we've gotten this far. Remember to do your pulse test. If you haven't done pulse test for listening and speaking last week, still do that. It's pulse test 1. If you haven't done the literature quiz 2C, please do that also. And today you do pulse test 1 for reading. You can work ahead, yeah, guys, for your ebook. Don't have to wait for my page. You can go faster. Don't go slower though. No, no, no. Go faster. Yeah. Okay. Only for pulse test and unit test, just wait for the drill. If you can access it, that's my mistake. I should have blocked it. Sometimes I forget. So many classes. My brain goes poof, right? Okay, have a great day. Have a great week. Remember, when there's anything you don't know, you do not hesitate to ask me. Yeah, you can always ask me. Yeah, God bless you. I'll see you soon, which is when? Should be Friday, but Friday is a holiday. Right? So we're gonna miss out on literature. I sent a chat to your group. Please read it, follow it, okay? I'll see you next week. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, miss.
Bye, guys.